All right. It looks like we're live. My first live ever Facebook Live. Goodness. I'm not going to be a Facebook Live virgin anymore after today. Goodness. I'm excited. A little bit scared, but mostly excited. I know you're going to be gentle with me. But actually, you can be as gentle or as rough as you want. I'm here to bring you pleasure. I've always been here to bring you pleasure, to support you, whether it's fashion, whether it's not fashion, whatever you need me to. I went through great lengths to get to where I am. Being able to talk in front of camera and not forget my own name. It's Leonid Gurevich, by the way. I couldn't do it before. You put a camera on me before, and I would be so shy, but not anymore. I went through my imposter syndrome, that taken care of, through my ugly duckling syndrome, that taken care of, and for what? Just to have Facebook algorithms block my followers from seeing my posts. That's the sad irony, but that's okay. We'll get over that too, with your help. Anyway, we have 1 hour. And, well, let's see how it goes. Maybe we'll stay a little longer, but we have 1 hour. And feel free to send your questions, comments, anything you want to share, anything you want to ask me, fashion or otherwise. And as people starting to join, I'm happy to see that. I'm just gonna say thank you. Thank you for following me, for liking me, or not liking me. All of this helps really, because that helps me kind of ask myself questions as what I'm doing, what I've been doing, what I should be doing. So all of that helps. And also, I want you to know that if you just like me, it's not enough. It really isn't, because liking me is kind of neither here nor there. I want you to either love me, but like really love me, like be obsessed with me, everything about me, or hate me, but like really hate me, just loathe me, okay? And there's plenty of reasons for both. So I give you choice. I'm all about the choice. I've always been about the choice. And I hope you appreciate that. But I appreciate you. And I see, even now I realize I shouldn't be talking like that. I should be talking in a calmer voice, not so arrogant. I'm not an arrogant person, because it took me years to kind of realize that confidence is one thing, but the opposite of confidence is not arrogance. You know what I mean? And there's so many things I want to talk to you about, and I know that a lot of us can relate to the same things. We all human. A lot of us are immigrants. A lot of us are actors. Well, that too. Artists, people with artistic mindset. A lot of us are people who want our parents to be proud of us, who want ourselves to be proud of our achievements. And in that sense, I kind of represent all of us, those people who struggle through the same thing. I teach fashion styling at FIT. I wrote 2 courses for them, and I see how eager young generation is to learn about the tools that can help them be the best, how it can help them achieve all their dreams and even realize what their dreams are. Because I see a lot of people, as a matter of fact, young or even mature people, who come to a certain point in life and they're still not sure what makes them happy. Or maybe they know what makes them happy, but they're not doing that. Why? And I know it's not fashion question, it's more philosophical question, but that's what I've always been about. I've always been about philosophy, the why. That's why I'm so eager to know how things work. I don't think it's just enough to talk about the trends and the latest fashions. That is so shallow. That is so what's the word? That's so one-dimensional. Trends come and go. As a matter of fact, there is a question that somebody sent. She couldn't join us, but she sent a question, and I'm going to be talking about this. I'm going to be answering this shortly. Trends, it's so thankless to follow trends, because what's the point of having our own preferences? What's the point of having certain things that we like, that make us happy in our universe, if we're going to follow somebody else's trends? You know what I mean? And you think, well, how can you say that? You're a fashion designer, stylist, photographer. How can you say that? Isn't it sacrilegious? And my response to you is, no, it's not. Because my whole life I've been saying that it's the most thankless thing to follow trends. Trends change. Trends gonna change by the time I finish this sentence. What are you gonna do? Try to follow the newer trends? They already changed by now. What are you gonna try to follow those? Who's got time for this? It's not even fair to you. You're too busy for this nonsense. So I say, whether fashion or not, follow your inner trends, your mindset, your image of the world, the way you see yourself in the universe. That's gonna make you happy. And maybe the reason why it sounds so non-scripted is because this is something that's been sitting inside me, and I wanted to give you that real reaction to that question, because I see so many people, whether at my events or at my lectures, or people asking me what I think, but certain things they want to know the answers to. And my response to that always is, just follow your own desires. And I know that it's not easy. I know that. I'm a double immigrant. Seriously, I know how not easy it is, how affected we are. And by affected, I mean manipulated. And, even, I'm going to say that word, everybody's afraid of it, but I'm going to say it because that word actually saved me, and it allowed me to move forward and not be, manipulated into thinking that I can't achieve more than I always dreamed about. And the magical word is gaslighting. We're being gaslighted everywhere into thinking that we depend on certain trends, or we depend on certain, understanding of how things should be. But who said that? We're not doing anything wrong. All we want to do is enjoy life and be our best selves. And that has nothing to do with particular profession, particular field. It has to do with just us being human. So I practice what I preach, and I tell the same thing to people. So this is just a little bit, passionate, but I'm a passionate person. That's my little passionate opening to this wonderful thing. My first Facebook Live ever. I'm not going to be a Facebook Live version after this. So thank you for joining and helping to deflower me, so to speak. Be as gentle or as rough as you want. I'm open for anything. And feel free to send questions, comments, anything. We have people joining. I'm very happy to see that. We have some reactions. Great. No comments yet. That's fine. If you have questions, feel free to throw them my way. If not, I have some questions that people sent earlier, and I'm happy to answer that. Some of them couldn't join us, and that's fine. Because obviously after today, particularly if today goes well, we'll do a lot of these. But let's see. Um, interesting. Derek from Oregon asking, and this is not something I talked about before. I'm happy to know. It's somewhat of a fashion question. Not really, but I know guys will relate. Or girls who buy presents for guys. So I'm happy you asking that, Derek. If you're watching us now, great. If not, you'll be able to see it later. Derek is asking boxers or briefs. Well, for me, it's Speedos. Always. I cannot stand extra fabric being bunched up down there, that it makes you sweaty and uncomfortable. And I never understood the appeal. So for me, it's always Speedos. Yep. Thank you, Derek. Um, Tanya from Memphis. I've never been to Memphis. I would love to go. Tanya from Memphis is asking, who is your celebrity crush? Man or a woman? Okay, all right. Well, celebrity crush, let's start with women. I think Jennifer Lopez is super hot, and I always thought that. Angelina Jolie, incredibly sexy. Man, all right. So, man, Tom Hardy. That's my top celebrity crush. And I feel funny saying this because I actually know him. Maxim Chmerkovsky. But make sure you don't tell him I said that, because I don't want him to look weird at me next time he sees me. All right? Let's see. Okay. So while we have more people joining, I'm going to make a little announcement. I'm going to make quite a few announcements today. There is something absolutely exciting and amazing that's happening. We'll talk about it in a second. But in the meantime, I can tell you, in exactly 1 week, I'm hosting a seminar on, listen carefully, people misunderstand. The seminar is on September 28th. That's a Saturday, exactly a week from now. The seminar is on how to dress for vacation in order to elevate your experience. You understand? It's not about how to dress for vacation. I know you know how to do it. Well, I'll be the judge of that. See how manipulative I am? Just kidding. I know people know how to dress for vacation. That's not what the seminar is about. The seminar is how to dress on vacation to elevate your experience, how to not look like a tourist, how to look like a traveler, how to be a traveler, how to get experiences complimentary that are not available to tourists. That's what the seminar is about. Think about it. Second part of the seminar, same day, is how to look on photos where you don't have to depend, how to not depend on people taking your photo to look your best. Because you know how people take your photos. You ask them to take a picture, here's your head, the rest is the sky or the ceiling. What are you going to do with that photo? Are they like trying to sabotage you purposefully? I'm going to teach you how to not depend on them. And you're probably asking, well, how do you know this? And my answer is, I'm a professional stylist. I'm a professional photographer. I come from a design background. I know what looks good on photos. I spent years trying to wrap all this knowledge in a consumable format for you. So you can enjoy it, you can learn it, you can actually save time. Especially if you're a parent. Think about it. You have kids, you're so busy making amazing experiences for them. What about you? Who's going to take care of you? I will. So I planned this upcoming seminar on September 28th in such a way that it actually gives you exact tips, life hacks, suggestions on how to save time packing and releasing the time to enjoy time with your family, or enjoy time deciding whether you're going to have your margarita with salty rim or not. That's what you should be concerned about, not with worrying what to wear. Because imagine, you're thinking what to wear. That could be 5 minutes, that could be 7 minutes, that could be 10 minutes, that could be half hour. That's hours when you accumulate them. That's hours from your already busy schedule. I'm making this easy for you, so definitely consider joining. We have a few people joining us right now, so if you have any questions, feel free to throw them my way. That's what I'm here for. Let's see. These of you who already following, you don't have to worry about it, but the ones who are not following, definitely go on Instagram and type @LEONID GUREVICH, and that's gonna make you follow me on Instagram. Very important, because sometimes I share certain things on Facebook, sometimes I share completely different things on Instagram, and I know it's fun. Otherwise I wouldn't be doing this, because I do what I love, and it just wouldn't make sense for me to even kind of propose it to you to waste your time. Let's see. Oh, more questions. Ziggy, they/them from Detroit is asking, keys to success. What I would suggest the keys to success are. You know what? For the longest time, I thought keys to success, one major key to success would be talent. And I lived my life thinking that. And then I realized fairly recently, so talent is important. Talent is important, don't get me wrong. But talent without diligence means nothing. Diligence. Mediocrity will always win over talent, because mediocrity has something that talent doesn't have: diligence. And once I realized that, I realized what I was doing wrong my whole life. I was relying on talent too much, but talent without diligence is nothing. So I would say, as a matter of fact, I just had an epiphany. I need to change my course. I wrote 2 courses on fashion styling that I teach for pre-college at FIT, and I'm definitely going to change that by adding that very important notion: diligence. That would be my answer. Diligence is the biggest key to success. And of course, there are more, and I don't think it's even possible to respond in one quick answer. But maybe I could. Let me think. Let me think. I would say remembering that if you have a dream, if you have a certain skill, passion is extremely important, particularly in fashion industry. That's as it comes as far as my industry, fashion industry, but really any industry. If you don't have passion, then how are you gonna achieve your dreams? Passion is important. People coming and going. It's very interesting. It kind of. Oh, wow. Okay, so I'll be completely honest with you. This is my first Facebook Live, And when you, interesting, interesting. Okay. Oh, I'm learning so much right now. All right. Um, Somebody joined. Unfortunately, I can't see who joined. I just see viewers. But if you can send a comment or a question or a hi or something that I know I'm just not talking to myself, that would be super helpful. Um, Not trying to put you on the spot. I'm just kind of saying this as a, would you consider doing that? That would really help. All right. Anyway, I have a question that will take longer to respond. So let me open it because that's somebody who couldn't make it to our live, and I would like to respond to this. So the question is right here. Let me make it bigger. All right. So Elisa from New Jersey. This is her message. This is her question. Elisa from New Jersey is asking. So I dislike leisurely outfits, but as a busy mom, I need comfort, but still want to look fashion forward. Matching sets, yay or nay? Joggers, leggings? Hell, I tend to purchase night out pieces and then they sit in my closet. Also, jeans for plus size. I love skinny jeans. I do too. But I know they aren't on trend right now, and baggy jeans on a short plus size girl, ew. Okay, great question, Elisa. My answer to this is screw trends. I did mention that in the beginning, and I'm going to say it again, and feel free to repeat after me. Screw the trends. Thankless. It's so thankless to follow trends. You enjoy skinny jeans, wear them. Why not? Just wear them. My advice is to get stretchy jeans for comfort, okay? And enjoy them. Baggy jeans might be okay on some body types, certain age, but they don't look as right on plus size. Plus, it's not even comfortable. You know, baggy jeans are okay for if you want to make an impact, if you want to look certain way in photos. But we're talking about comfort here. So wear what makes you comfortable and wear what makes you like the way you look. Life is too short, and as a busy mom, you are too busy for stupid trends. Only do what you enjoy. You say you purchase tons of night out pieces and they sit in your closet. Why? Wear them. Wear them. What did Chanel say? She said, you can never be overdressed or overeducated. And I could not agree more. Wear them. Wear your exciting, fun pieces to go to bring, I don't know, your kids to a soccer game. Or wear them to go to a store. Wear this exciting blouse. Wear exciting accessories. One, you will wear them so they will not just sit all sad in a closet, okay? Two, you will feel better. You will feel like your day is elevated. Your experience will elevate it. Three, you will get compliments. People love looking at beautiful things. Why not? Seriously, we all do. That's why we go to galleries and events to look at beautiful people wearing beautiful things. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. Interesting. So another question. Let me hold on. Let me see. Maybe we have. All right, Debashiz is here. I hope I pronounce your name right. Hi. Let's say hi. How are you? Glad to see you here. Where are you joining from? Where are... I realize now I shouldn't even be typing because hello, you can hear me. Where are you joining us from? Question mark. All right, this is getting interesting. So before I get more reactions here, let me read the question to you. So Snezhana, I hope I pronounced the name right. Snezhana from Boston is asking, what is your biggest pet peeve? All right. I absolutely have the answer for you. And please know that I always feel bad talking about it because I know we should be about positive vibes only. But since you asked, pet peeves, I'm going to give you both fashion pet peeves of mine and non-fashion pet peeves of mine. And I'm curious to know who relates to this. So let's see. Fashion pet peeves. Square nails. Why? Like, honestly, people, why? What exactly do you find appealing about every finger ending with a shovel? Like, exactly, what do you like appealing about this? It's unsexy, it's unglamorous, that's true glamorous. I know not everybody's into that, but it's not even, it makes no sense. It corrupts the hand visually, making it so heavy. Why people do that? Why women do that, I should say that. There's that. Another one, and I'm sorry to say this, I know a lot of people are gonna hate me, but it's good. It's like I said in the beginning, I don't want you to just like me. I want you to either love me or hate me. And here's the reason to hate me. I hate Crocs. They're ugly. They're disgusting. What did Ryan Reynolds, who's another hot one, what did he say about them in Deadpool? He called them big rubber masturbating shoes. Genius. What's so appealing about them? Okay, you decorate them with little pins. It's a little better, but not really. In the end of the day, of course, you can do whatever you want, but at least you know where I stand. Non-fashion things that are pet peeves of mine. Short faucets, the kind where you have to kind of twist your hand this way when you try to wash your hands. Annoying AF. Oh, speaking of faucets, also the ones when you press and the water goes bzz, and you're like, I didn't even wash my hands. So you press again, it goes bzz. So you have to press it with one hand and kind of wash it, and then who came up with this? Like, why? That's annoying. Bathroom attendants in lounges and clubs. Why? Can I have some privacy? Like, seriously. And then they expect you to give them some money. Like, I don't mind giving money, but like, why can't I have some privacy in the bathroom? You know what I mean? If you can relate, tell me in the comments. or share your own pet peeve. Hi, Ilona. I'm so happy you're here. You always put a smile on my face. I cannot wait to see you on September 28th. I know you purchased your ticket, and that means that not only you made me a happy camper and proud of what I do and accomplished, but also I'm happy I'm gonna see you because it's rare that it's rare that I see you. So I'm really looking forward. Let's see. Debashir says, in short, what is fashion? What is fashion means to you? Okay, what does fashion mean to me? Great question. Fashion. Fashion. There is fashion and there's style. Two different things. Fashion, I would think, deals more with trends, something that changes like this. Style in general, and personal style has to do with what's yours. And what's yours has more to do with timeless. So now we're looking at something that changes versus something that's timeless. So I pick style aspect of fashion. Having said that, I'm just thinking out loud. Having said that, fashion and style, they deal with being the best version of yourself. And what I mean by that is when you dress up, when you appreciate clothes, that means you appreciate all the workmanship that went into creating these clothes. That means you appreciate the effort that designers, pattern makers, models, photographers, and so on, and editors, magazines, put into not only creating the clothes and making them, but also bringing them to your attention. Celebrities who wear these clothes, they inspire you to try something else. That comes from fashion, that comes from style. I would suggest paying more attention to old school style and fashions, because back then, the golden era of Hollywood particularly, people were more inspired by individuality as opposed to today. Today is all about who's gonna out-freak whom. You know what I mean? That's kind of sad. In the old days, people used to be really creative, really authentic in how they put their looks together, how they were responsible, knowing that how they look inspires particular generation, inspires particular mindsets. What they say and how they look went together. So in that sense, you could say that I'm an old school type of a guy, in the sense that I appreciate how people used to look at the world, look at their place in the world, and having more responsibility. Because people are watching, frankly, and nowadays as well. Young people watch, and it all comes down to who are their role models are. You know what I mean? So there's so much responsibility that goes into it. Responsibility on every stage. It's kind of sad that people look at fashion as one-dimensional or shallow. As somebody who's been in fashion for many years, I could tell you that it's the opposite of shallow and it's the opposite of one-dimensional. And people who enjoy wearing interesting clothes, it doesn't mean that they have nothing here. It's one of the biggest misconceptions. And I have this sardonic look on my face as I say this. There's so much thought and blood and sweat and tears that go into creating clothes, photo shoots, putting teams together, putting magazines together, constructing the clothes, selling them, trying to make people pay attention to something that's good for them. But because it's presented to them, they already think, oh, it must be something that I don't need since you're trying to present it to them. You know what I mean? It's just sad that with all the work and all the effort, people kind of don't appreciate it. But the ones that do, those are the ones who make it worth for photographers, stylists, artists, anybody with artistic mindset for centuries. And I think, without false modesty, I speak on all of our behalf when I thank you guys, when I thank all of you for following us, for liking our content, for sharing our content, for buying our content, for being interested in our content, because you know that what we do actually helps those who are accepting it on the other side, so to speak. So we're kind of both in it together, you know. So thank you for doing that. Fashion is style, says Joseph Barshan. Yes, wonderful. And I agree with this. It's connected. It's not the same, but it's connected. I agree with that. Absolutely. So, Debashis, going back to your question, this was a very open and answer of mine, and I hope you got the answer. You know, and that's part of artistic mindset. You know, it's very difficult to answer in a short format because, you know, our brain goes out there and we start thinking of, you know, who's really good with yes or no questions? Computer people. They're really good with that. You put a question, the answer. You put a question, you get the answer. Artistic mindset is all about, because we see all these, you know, options and actually options, because I know people asking that sometimes. What is important? Options. Options are extremely important because that way you get something to choose from. And that brings me to an extremely important word that I think is probably the biggest, the most important word of all. And that is choice. Choice. When you have choice, that means you can literally choose from what's in front of you. And as someone who always has options, when I put looks together for a photo shoot, or when I present mood boards to clients or magazines, I always give myself and others choice. And if somebody asks me if you could single out one word, that would be it: choice. Always expect and demand choice, and always give yourself enough choice. I see that people are very tied and kind of, what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? They're really constricted. I think that's the word. They're very confined by thinking that they don't have choice, but they actually do. Even when we die, we still have a choice to come back as this or come back as that, to come back as a bird or come back as a cow, to come back as a better version of ourselves or come back as the same version of ourselves or come back as the worst version of ourselves. You know what I mean? I get so philosophical again, but I can't help but thinking of it. And I always wanted to not just be so fashion about it. I wanted to talk to people about deeper meanings. You know, I never felt satisfied with, you know, being just a designer or being just a stylist, because I think it's so limiting, you know? I mean, this season is all about stripes or all about, you know, lace. That's so boring. I want to know, if I wear this dress or if I wear this blazer or if I put this cologne on, how will it make people see me? How will it make people perceive me? That's what I'm interested about. Women wearing dresses versus pants. That makes men look at them differently. It inspires different things in them. For example, a woman wearing pants, or a woman opening her own door, or a woman saying certain things, or a woman wearing nails that are square versus oval. Those are all different people. Those are all different vibes they create, because a guy looking, and I'm just at this moment, people are going to be like, oh my God, what do you mean? But what I mean is, right now, I'm just looking at the straight relationships, or sometimes not so straight. Those are all different men looking at different women. That's how close and accessories, and even little thing as nails. That's how they affect us. You understand what I'm saying? So all that should be taken into consideration. People trying to, hey Lud, oh Ludwig came over. Hold on, hold that thought. I have to. He wants to say hi. Oh, oh my God, fluffy log. There he is. So that's Ludwig. For these of you who follow us, you know, oh, now you're shy? No, that's not the time to be shy. He obviously is overdue for his haircut. But that's Ludwig. I know a lot of you who never even met him in person, you love him already. And I'm so grateful for you because he's my son. And people who have a real human kid, they would be like, how can you call a dog your son? But he is my son, you know? There's nothing wrong with that. Our dogs are our kids. And because, do you see them? Oh, our dogs are not only dogs, our pets are our children. They depend on us, they love us unconditionally. And they understand us. And they know how to get the best of us, and they know how to give us attitude. He's really good with attitude, by the way. Sometimes he gives me such side eye that, right? Sometimes he both. Sometimes he gives me, oh, Ludwig! Oh, see what I mean? He's done. Anyway, so I was gonna say something smart. Hold on. Oh man, Ilona says yes, and that puts so much pressure on us. Absolutely. But here's the thing, and I'm saying this as a designer, stylist, photographer, and all that jazz. Why do we allow, well, I don't, but why do you, and by you I mean you people, y'all, so to speak, why do you allow to put so much pressure on you when fashion only shows you options? Think about it. In fashion, we don't mean it as an, oh, you don't know how to wear it, or you're not trying too hard, or you're not wearing something interesting. We don't mean it like this. All we mean, and that's what I mean as a stylist of a lot of years, I'm not going to tell you how many, I happen to look good. But I'm not going to tell you how many years I've been in fashion. But I'm going to tell you this. We're showing you options. The options that are aimed to inspire you, empower you, and elevate your experience. So why not take it and run with it? You know what I mean? For instance, during my seminar on September 28th, which I hope you bought tickets to, if not, what are you waiting for? I'm going to be literally giving you options that help you look great, better. But there's no end to elevating. So, you know, don't think you look good. Clearly you do, but there's no end to, you know, elevating. So there's that. I'm going to give you tips how to go from tourist experience to travel experience just by changing your look. Because keep in mind, certain experiences are not available to tourists with their shorts and their sneakers and their backpacks and their frying pans hanging from those backpacks. They're just not available. I'm going to teach you how to not look like a tourist in order to get the most out of your experience. Isn't this precisely why you travel in the first place? Do you see what I mean? So there's nothing to be afraid of. I'm going to give you delicious, amazing tips on how to turn even a rainy day into an exciting day. I mean, what's not to like? You know what I mean? I practice what I preach. I've been doing this for years. This is not just some weird concept This is not something that kind of sort of works in the theory. No, this is exactly what's been working for me. And I found a way to package this into a beautiful 3-hour seminar, that too, that will help you enjoy your experience, your travel experience. But also, and this is extremely important to remember, doesn't have to do about travel. I'm going to rephrase it. I'm a foreigner, so of course I messed it up. This will enhance your experience even when you're not traveling. And people who book the tickets, they already understand that, because you can do that. You can apply this to every day. You understand? So this is extremely valuable. It's extremely helpful, and it's entertaining. Because you know me by now. I'm not someone who's going to talk to you in a kind of serious, monotonic way. No, I found a way to make it fun and engaging. So if you come and you enjoy fashion, then you're going to find it very valuable and helpful. If you don't enjoy your fashion, you don't care for it, that's fine too. And you'll find it entertaining to spend 3 hours together. Oh, another thing. If you know someone who really is, let's be honest, the reality we live in today is horrible. Horrible. The news make you want to kill yourself. Don't, obviously. Hope is there. I'm all about hope. Hope never dies, and it will get better. It always does. But if you know someone who needs at least 3 hours of rejuvenating their good mood, reviving their hope, reconfiguring how to move on and not lose sanity. If you know someone who wants to spend at least 3 hours out of the house together with me, with like-minded people, send them to the seminar on September 28th. That's what I'm for. I want you to think of me as your tool. I'm your tool. Use me. Just use me. I spent years trying to overcome all my syndromes. And if you think, Leonid, what syndromes? You're so confident. Think again. Imposter syndrome, ugly duckling syndrome, ugly swan syndrome, and that's brand new syndrome that I coined. I'll talk to you about it separately. I overcame all of these. The one thing I never struggled, though, strangely enough, is Stockholm syndrome. I know a lot of people who do. That wasn't one of my syndromes, but every other possible syndrome I overcame, just to be able to share all this knowledge with people. So by coming, you're not only supporting myself and anybody I represent, which means struggling artists, but you're also supporting yourself, because, what I'm giving you is knowledge, and you giving me ticket fee, win-win for all. Oh, Viola, beautiful Viola saying hi, you are the best, heart emoji. Who are some of your favorite designers? Viola, thank you for this question. Before I answer, I want you to know I envy myself for having you with all your grace and, elegance as part of my friends on Facebook. I absolutely, my appreciation for you goes beyond just you. I'm lucky to know your son, and I've met him in person. He's absolutely incredible. And somebody like him makes me more inspired to achieve more and become a better version of myself. This is not me flattering you. I know you already like me. So this is just me telling you how I really feel. So thank you for creating this beautiful person, and thank you for being an amazing person yourself. Now, I'm answering your question. Who are some of my favorite designers? Alexander McQueen, obviously. There is a new brand, New York brand, absolutely phenomenal, called Area. Area is a new brand. They are unique. They are inspiring. They are daring. And I mean, obviously, they're not afraid to take any risks. But on top of it all, they're just beautiful. And I think that anyone who's into fashion and style should really, pay attention to them. Because they do it with a nod to the old school, but they know how to take it into the future as well. And that's such a great combination. So there's that. Who else? There's so many, and it's so hard to kind of come up with them on the spot. But let's see. A lot of St. Martin from London, talented students, talented people, creating unique pieces, and I hope they get their attention. I hope they get the industry to notice who they are. They're amazing. What's her name? Iris. Oh goodness, I can't believe I can't remember. Hold on. One of my favorite designers, and I can't even remember her name. 1 second. Give me just a quick second. Iris van Herpen. Herpen, I hope I pronounced her name right. One of my top favorite designers, Iris van Herpen. Herpen. Beyond unique. She's done. Sometimes I wonder if she's even human, because I think she's from another world, from another planet, from another universe. Has to be, because the kind of designs she comes up with, concepts. It's hard to even imagine that somebody could come up with it, but she and her team actually managed to make them alive. She had dresses growing on bodies. She had dresses made from metallic. I don't even know how to describe this, but it was like metal that was moving around. It's insane. So definitely Iris van Herpen, one of my favorite. Who are yours, I wonder? I'm curious to know, because, I obviously, when it comes to me, I look at designers that are really out of the ordinary. And I'm curious to know what are people's favorite designers that are actually wearable. So if you want to put in the comment the ones you like, I'm curious to see. While you do that, and by all means, guys, anybody who's got Devashish, thank you. Excellent description I've ever listened. Thank you for saying that. I am ready to make an announcement. As a matter of fact, I should be making it, because we are getting dangerously close to the end of our Facebook Live, and I'm enjoying this so much with you guys. I wish it lasted longer. But I have an incredible announcement, and I hope you're ready for this. Miss Aniela is coming back to the United States. And guess who she hired to style her brand new photo shoot experience? This guy. I have goosebumps right now, and I envy myself, because this would be our I don't even know. I kind of lost count how many times we worked together, but this will be more important than ever. And why do I say that? Because it took 8 years, through absolutely insane time, through COVID, through another COVID, through all the wars, for them to make the decision to come back to the States and do another fashion photo shoot experience. So Miss Aniela is coming back next year. I'm styling for her again. And you see this? You see this? She just released a book. Miss Aniela just released this gorgeous glossy book called Surreal Fashion, all right? That features our work throughout the years, including Cayman Islands Department of Tourism images, including Nikon campaign. I styled for Miss Aniela and she photographed. We had live zebra, live flamingo, and live vulture. On the set at the stunning 17th century castle in London. They call it summer house, but it's a castle. 30-something rooms, clearly a castle. Front cover and back cover featuring my work. Inside, gorgeous glossy images of Miss Aniela photography, absolutely iconic. I'm figuring out how to turn the book your way so that you can see it. Obviously, there are works with other incredible stylists, but a lot of it is my work as well. For instance, this is one of my styling, our first for Miss Aniela. I made the dress, and Miss Aniela added these gorgeous birds. And it's called Away with the Canaries. This is the bestseller in the galleries across the world. It's been like this for the past 10 or 12 or even more years. And you get a chance to purchase all this exciting stuff by buying this book. This is what we did together with Miss Aniela for Creative Live. This is full of incredible, inspiring content. Absolutely get it. And if you are a photographer or you know someone who wants to be a photographer, or someone who wants to photograph gorgeous models in gorgeous settings next year, styled by me, by LEONID GUREVICH, by yours truly, and hosted by Miss Aniela, then definitely head to her website and book your spot next year, and I will see you there. We have a few more minutes, and before I say goodbye to all of you, I'm going to say once again, thank you so much for your attention, for your genuine interest in what I do, for sharing the notion that it's important to spread good energy, particularly at a crazy time that we live in. And these of you who are available next week, exactly a week from now, September 28th, Saturday, 3 to 6, I'm hosting my seminar on how to stop being a tourist and become a traveler, how to elevate your experience, everyday experience, whether abroad or in our own country, wherever we are, just by elevating your style, by looking good and making your day and other people's day brighter. I will show you correlation between changing your look, becoming a happier person, projecting different vibe, and even things like getting better jobs, better clients, better dates, how all this corresponds to changing your look and how to not depend on trends, how to not depend on naysayers, and how to start seeing the choices and options, and how to start realizing that no matter how much people try to intimidate you or keep you under control or manipulate you or gaslight you, how to change your look to tell them and yourself that you make a choice to not tolerate this anymore. That's it in a nutshell. So I thank you all, and I wish you nothing but the best. Enjoy fashion, and when people tell you we live once, my response to this, no, we live every day. We die once. And why should we not enjoy every day of our lives by looking good and elevating our experience? And that's it, folks. Leonid Gurevich, yours truly. And hopefully I'll see you next time. I think it went extremely well, so I can't wait to do more. All right? Thank you all. Have a great day.